that Apostle Suleman is not an ordinary human being when the mother was under conception. There will be no antenatal or postnatal clinic for him. I was shocked. Carried this pregnancy for 10 months. She never visited hospital. She stick to the prophecy. I was afraid. I'm an Auchi man. When the mother was due, early in the morning, between 4 or 5 a.m., I took her to the family house so that if there's any eventuality, she'll be able to have told them how it all came about. I took her there. I came back home. I have my age mate. His name is Papa. He was always in my house, particularly weekends, because he knew my wife to be very, very accommodating and that nobody come visiting and leave the house without smiling. This guy came around 9 a.m. I was reluctant to tell you. I said, where is madam? I called him. I said, Papa, I no longer want to hide it. My wife is under labor. He said, and you are here? Let's go to the hospital. I said, Papa, you cannot understand. She's not in the hospital. He stood up and said, where? Or are you just wanting me to go? I said, my wife is under labor, but not in the hospital. But he forced me, say, let's go to see where she was going to give birth. We were standing under a coconut tree when a woman ran out of the room. I said, Oga, congratulations. Your wife has given birth to a baby boy. I was very happy. I was to zoom off. Papa held me by my trouser, my friend. He said, look, I've been with you this morning. I'll be suffering with you this morning. So name that child after me. So on the 3rd day of his delivery, the 3 women came with Apostle's mother. One of them unveiled Apostle. One said, the head is different from the senior one's head. My wife said, as you see that head, so it's full of books. Then one of the women said, a professor. His original name, even right from kindergarten, is Papa Imodu Sule. Right from kindergarten, this boy was, in fact, dusting everybody. Apostle, that people see that these days, that he hates victimization and is very, very outspoken. I was the first victim of his attack because when he was in primary 3, he wrote me a stinker. He just wrapped a paper, the title of that paper, letter to my father. He said, my father, because I was in the other side. He said, he wants to draw my attention to one thing, that the line that belongs to Prophet Muhammad did not. Jesus Christ rose after his death, that I'm not serving a living God. I said, what? I called him. He has been very bold right from childhood. Papa, who wrote this letter? I said, it's me. Who dictated it to you? He said, it's me. Then the mother told me, it's like we're underrating this boy. Look out for him. I still remember vividly what the mother said on that occasion. So after primary school, I went to bring 2 of them to Auchi, get them enrolled in a secondary school. Then I now told them to be reading Arabic in my junior brother's house because that one is a Malam. Instead of going to read Arabic, this boy Apostle, Papa as he was then known, will go to my father's house and be trying to indoctrinate the children into Christianity, that they should not follow their father who was not serving a living God. I called Apostle. I said, Apostle, I've already sent your senior to Spain. I'm planning to send you to US. Never uttered a word. After 2 weeks, I said, Papa, I was thinking we jump at the offer. I called you and I told you what I was planning for you. This anything. He said, my dad, it is the only Bible that will take me abroad. I was shocked. I now told myself, it's like a Bible has taken over this boy's life. There I had a senior, an uncle then. He had a son, Pedro. He said, Pedro, I know you are very strong-headed. He now instructed his son. He said that Imodu Sule's son, that is trying to bring reproach to our family. Anytime you see him passing, he always passes late. Dispossess him of the Holy Bible so that he will not have anything to preach again. I was not aware that this arrangement was made by him. So between 11, 12, Apostle was coming from Isusia evangelism. I wasn't there, but this boy told me as he was about dispossessing Apostle of the Bible that a heavy breeze, wind from nowhere, blew him off the ground. I now decided to give up because I was tired of trying to dissuade him from facing Christianity. Now, I'm happy over one thing. Everything about Apostle Suleman's life is designed by God. Apostle Suleman got married to Lizzie. That is a woman whom I always regard as a dependable ally. Because if Apostle Suleman was to marry a woman who was not compatible with him, I don't think things would have been like this today. Mama will always call me from time to time. Have you gone on checkup? At your age, you should not play with checkup. The apostle brought her to my house. We were talking of marriage. Because I'm somebody who want to say things the way they are. I told him, I said, young girl, you can't marry this young boy because of the life he's living. I said he's married to, or he's already married to Bible. Can you cope? She said, Uncle, I will try. Apostle has never in his life said no to me. Even if whatever I tell him did not go down well with him, Apostle has never said no to me. Apostle Suleman is somebody who's always cared about the welfare of the family. And I think this is because of the supportive role being played by the wife. Because other wives will tell their husband, let us face our lives, not their lives. Apostle Suleman is a man who is always seen to the welfare of the parents and the family. Even if he's in abroad, he always makes sure that the parents are okay. My late father once called me. He said, Apostle Suleman. No, he didn't call him Apostle Suleman. He said, Papa will live to feed the family. My father prayed for him. My father has never been to any church in his life. Omega Church was the only church he ever stepped his foot on, to the best of my knowledge. Apostle Suleman was the only child, whether grand or direct child, that he prayed for before he passed on. He has not even started. I see the sky as his starting point. Apostle Suleman, whether you are in the air, land, or sea, God will always protect you. I wish you happy birthday. You have not started. I wish Apostle many, many more returns. Thank you very much.
Of the biological father of our father, please let's celebrate the father of Apostle Professor Johnson Suleman.
Thank you so much.